What's it like to swim fast?
It's almost like you reach that nirvana state. There's just like this oneness with everything. And once you have it, and once you've tasted that, you want to go back. And it's almost like that's what keeps you going back, because you want to reach that state again. Everything's working without you thinking about it. You're hydroplaning across the top of the pool, and it hurts. But it never hurts as much as training. That's why you do it. That's why we love it.
It's getting away now. It's going to be Cate and Bronte. What a performance. The sisters will get the opportunity to swim at the Rio Olympics together. What a swim. What sisters they are.
There's nothing quite like watching champions at the peak of their sport doing what they do best. And when you're watching Cate and Bronte Campbell in the pool, it's twice as magic as these two champion freestylers prepare for the Rio Olympics in just 76 days' time.
I sort of first decided I wanted to go to the Olympics after watching the 2000 Olympics and watching Grant Hackett win his 1500. I thought, yeah, that's what I want to do. Bronte's dream was to go to the Olympics. My dream was just to beat Bronte. So, she created this monster that she has to compete against.
So these are where the medals are kept in the sock drawer.
But here's the thing about the Campbell sisters. Despite their huge achievements, world championships and Olympic glory,
This one's the big one. That one's London 2012.
the total lack of ego that's so much a part of these girls' charm is the only thing that's on display here.
There are a few more.
Wow.
Probably buried in here somewhere.
To understand the mindset of these champions, you have to go back to Malawi, a poor, tiny country in Southeast Africa that Cate and Bronte called home during their childhood, where they first dived into the pool.
They don't really believe in air conditioning in Africa, and even if they did, the power doesn't work most of the time, so we were pretty much just in the pool to cool down, and then we'd be like, "Mom, can you teach us swimming lessons?"
Arriving in Australia from Malawi in 2001, not knowing anyone or anything about the country except the Sydney Olympics they'd just seen on TV, Bronte and Cate joined the local swim club to make some Aussie friends.
We went to our first swimming carnival, and Bronte won 4 gold medals and an age championship trophy, and I won a little bronze medal. Anyway, I stole her medals and trophies and hid them under my bed, and Mum sat me down afterwards and she said, "Cate, Bronte worked really hard for those. If you want what Bronte has, then you're going to have to work hard."
And did she listen to you?
I think so.
Full-time mum Jenny and accountant dad Eric are pretty happy they had that little chat.
Can you believe what they both have achieved?
No, and Bronte has said, quite rightly, that I am the second fastest swimmer in the world, but I'm still not the fastest in my family, and there's something wrong with that.
Like so many Australian sporting dreams, this one took shape in the back of Mum's car on the way home from Swim Squad.
Why were you so sure that you could achieve what you have?
I think it was because we were never told that we couldn't. They never said, "Do you know how hard that's going to be?" They said, "Okay, we'll put in what you put in."
Medal tallies and lap times barely rate a mention in the down-to-earth Campbell household when the girls come home for the weekend.
Yeah, we love coming home, mainly for the food. That's
The Campbells are a tight-knit family, 24-year-old Cate and 22-year-old Bronte are the eldest of 5 siblings. They're very close with teenage sisters Jessica and Abigail and brother Hamish, who has cerebral palsy.
Is it just that you love the girls coming home? It's as simple as that?
Yeah, it's just nice to have everybody together. And they're wonderful, but they're not perfect.
Oi.
Sorry to burst the bubble.
One day, when the glory comes.
Cate was a shy 16-year-old schoolgirl when she was chosen for the Beijing Olympics, but still managed to bring home 2 bronze medals. Then, 4 years later in London, the girls did get to realise their childhood dream, with both sisters swimming on the same Olympic team. Cate's campaign started brilliantly with a gold medal in the women's relay, but a freak bout of pancreatitis saw her Olympic dreams fall short.
I've never stewed over what could have been in London. I've never thought about it.
And the reason why is that unbeknownst to everybody, their world had come crashing down with news that their only brother Hamish was critically ill.
I can remember we got the phone call. It said, Hamish has gone into hospital and he's in life-saving surgery. This is hard. And I think we sat on the floor of our apartment and cried.
And then we came home and we had Mum and Hamish in the hospital and really didn't leave very much time to think about the Olympics. So it was kind of, in a way, it helped us forget about that side of things and sort of focus on, what was actually important.
With Jenny at the hospital around the clock, the girls swapped swim training for family.
We came back and we had to run a household. We had a brother who we didn't know whether he would survive.
They just took over as Mum, looked after Jess and Abby, got them to school. I actually didn't even have to ask them. They just did that.
It says a lot about them though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Even to the extent that they got hold of Abigail's teacher because they felt that there were issues that needed to be sorted out.
Mish, what's that? What's that? You look very cute, Mishy.
Hamish's condition has stabilised, but is still very serious.
So when you're a few months old, Mish, because you're back home.
He's a constant reminder to them that not everybody can do what they can, and the girls feel a very sincere appreciation for their own abilities.
Such achievements, Mish. I think that you wouldn't find a braver person on the planet than our little Hamish. The number of times that you see him, lying there in huge amounts of pain and you come in and you stroke him and you say, "Hello, Hamish," and he'll give you a smile. And what it would cost him to give you that smile is a lot. And particularly these past 4 years have been really hard. We're at the place where he's not going to get better. And whether we have 3 months or 3 years, we're not sure.
Gives you perspective on life. There's the glitz and glory of the Olympic dream, but we're just very lucky that we get to pursue it. It's not something that everybody gets the opportunity to do. We're very grateful for the opportunities, and it's fantastic, but it's not real life. Real life is your family and the people who are closest to you. Sorry. I've got like one tear. I think it's gone though. Okay, go.
In Rio, they're both going for victory in the 50 and 100 metres freestyle. Each will be lining up against their sister and best friend.
They probably have 1 or 2 fights a year, if that. You'd think that there'd be more friction because we're competing against each other, but it rather leads to less. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I'm kind of glad that it does.
Yeah. It's almost, though, too good to be true because you're meant to be freezing out your opposition.
She does. She does.
I don't. Freeze you out?
Not me. She makes an exception for me, but
This might be the third argument of the year.
yeah, probably. But it's very hard to be very close friends with your direct competition.
Let alone sisters.
Let alone sisters. I know. It's weird.
I think it goes back to being in the back of the car and this was our dream together. Like,
You know, surely your mindset is, I want to smash her and everyone else in the field, and I want to smash Cate and everyone else in the field. Surely that's it.
of course that's it.
I want to annihilate her.
Well, we all want to win, don't we? We're all competitors. You want to be the one to get your hand on the wall first. I would hate it if I thought Cate was going to go easy on me. Are you kidding? Swimming is fantastic, but it is just sport, and it is just a race. And it's not worth pinning the rest of your life on.
Cate and Bronte are now realising that with a growing profile, there's a world beyond just quick dives and tumble turns.
Bronte, this is something different, getting all fluffed up.
Yeah, we really like it. It's really nice to feel a little bit glamorous and girly for a change.
Especially after a long competition, if you can have dry hair and wear mascara, I feel like I could walk a Victoria's Secret fashion show.
I'm a wade through the waters, tell the tide don't move. I'm a riot through your borders, call me bulletproof. Love, forgive me, I've been running blind and true. Oh my gosh, this is incredible, look how far they are underneath the water.
When qualifying in their pet event in Adelaide last month, the 100 metres freestyle, Cate pipped Bronte by an excruciating 0.2 of a second.
To be Cate just Bronte, the sisters. What a performance.
I at least have the possibility, not the probability, the possibility that they can hit the wall together. I still have the possibility they could tie. But actually the medal I'd really like them to win is the relay. They can do that together.
One day, when the glory comes.
The battle for Olympic glory is set to be close. But when you spend time with the Campbell sisters, you realise they don't need gold medals. They've already won.
Would you be as good as you are now if you didn't have each other?
No.
Right for when we were little.
I wouldn't be swimming.
Cate
Probably.
Cate
I may
wouldn't-
not be swimming.
Cate wouldn't even have wanted to go to the Olympics, but yeah, neither of us would be here. We're not the athletes we are today by ourselves.
This is the childhood dream. How many little kids sat in the classroom and dreamt of going to the Olympics for themselves and then wanted it for their siblings, and how many people got to achieve that?
Dreams do come true.
Yes!
Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.